I was gonna just like run to the warehouse real quick and film this, but I do have to ask Christian a question really quick. Hey Christian, when you first started your venture to become a marketing agency, would you say that the friends that you have now are still the friends that you have today?
When I first started it, are you talking more so about like the friends that I had before I started the marketing agency?
Yeah, the ones that you told you were gonna start.
Well, none of them are my friends anymore, I'd say. The majority of them didn't really think I was gonna make it. I had friends, I still have a few friends from high school that are like, oh yeah, like he did it. But the majority of the people were, even when I was in high school, they were like, no, you're dumb. Like, you don't do it, like you don't know what you're gonna do. Even my teachers thought I was dumb. They actually like made me go into like an unscored BCE. And 6 years later, I've got a marketing agency. I got big clients. I'm doing a lot of things. And the people around me are all business related. Like they all came from business, but then we all became close, like a family. And those are the only people that I hang around with now. As well as my cousins. My cousins always been there since day one, so props to my cousins, but yeah.
But with that being said, we're gonna go to this warehouse and talk a little bit more about that because your circle's important. So let's go. So much shit. All right, so this is probably going to be like a pretty quick video. I actually have not found a lot of time to even think about this camera right now. Even as I'm filming this, I need to go back over to Throwback Lounge and continue to help. But over the last week, I have seen this topic come up a lot amongst the people that I'm personally surrounded with. Not necessarily my direct circle, but just people that I tend to see every single day. Now, people that you see every single day does not mean that they're in your circle. That's kind of part of this video, if I'm being totally real. And it's probably gonna be a little bit controversial, if I'm being totally honest with you, because essentially what I say in this video in regards to how you should be influencing your own mindset is probably going to hurt your feelings. I do apologize, but at the same time I don't, because a lot of the times people need their feelings hurt in order to get off their fucking ass and go do something. So the topic of this video is going to be more of a question. Who's influencing your thoughts? Who's influencing your decisions? And who is in your direct circle? Because who's in your direct circle is so important to whether or not you are going to get to where you want to go. I really need you to think about that. I really need you to think about the people that you surround yourself with on a day-to-day basis, because that's your decision. Whoever you choose to be around, that's your decision. So make sure that you are picking people to see every day who are going to talk about how great you are, who are going to sit down and brainstorm with you what the next step needs to be in order for you to get closer to your goal. Now, before we jump into that, there's one like little statistic, whatever you want to call it. It's probably not even statistic. I'm exhausted right now trying to think of words. But when you first start out trying to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in terms of dreams, 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, the people that you are going to look for support, such as your parents, your closest friends, the people that you grew up with, I promise you, usually they are the first people to go against what you're trying to do, because all they know is the version of you that you've been presenting to them for the last however many years that you've known them. It was so natural for me to be like, hey Ma, I'm going to be pursuing this whole sneaker thing, and she literally told me I had a foot fetish. Yeah, I got a foot fetish. No, what I have is a talent that people are recognizing, and I think it's time for me to run with it, and this is where it gets controversial. Because of that, in order for me to get to where I wanted to be, I actually had to step away from my mother a little bit, and it hurt. Like, it hurt. But through stepping away and, like, limiting that conversation, I was hearing less and less about what I was doing was wrong, because, like, deep down inside, it never felt wrong. It never felt wrong, yet all these people who I love and these people that say that they love me are telling me that I'm never gonna make it. So if you're surrounded by people who are constantly telling you that you're never gonna make it, where the fuck are you gonna go? You're gonna stay still. You're not going to move. You are not going to start. That is the best way for me to put it. And I'm not saying that you need to cut these people out of your life, by any means. But what you need to do is distance yourself and go find people that are going to uplift you. Go find people in your life who are going to encourage you to do more. Go find people who want to spend time with you while you are actively out of your comfort zone. Because let's be real, you're probably not that desirable to be around. So if someone's willing to spend time with you when you're not desirable, when you hit those goals and you reach those dreams, they should be the ones standing right next to you, not the ones 5 years prior who you came to so excited about how you want to go achieve your dreams, and they looked at you and they were just like, yeah, we've known you your whole life. You're not going to be anything. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate that. Thank you for raising me to the point where you told me that I'm never going to be anything. The truth of the matter is, a lot of the people that you spend time with, especially those lifelong connections, what ends up happening, and it's unintentional. I don't want you to watch this video and then turn to your best friend and be like, you're fucking using me. It's unintentional, and I promise that. But what ends up happening is they tend to benefit off of your comfort zone. And whatever your comfort zone provides to them, they will unintentionally do whatever they have to do, even if that's putting you down in the moment, to keep you in that comfort zone, because your energy in that current moment is benefiting them. But the question is your energy in that current moment benefiting you? It's a very important question. Like, it's a fucking really important question, if I'm being totally honest with you. I've actually have a saying, and a lot of people don't like it, but I'm telling you right now, if you want to take further steps towards your goals in your dreams, whatever memories you think you have with these people who you can clearly remember were the ones putting you down when you first started, fuck those memories. Get rid of them. Make new ones with new people, and don't be afraid to. And I know that there's a lot of younger people that watch my channel that probably live with their parents. You're probably supported from your parents, and that's fine. But there's gonna come a day where you're not. You need to be prepared to make movements towards whatever it is that you want to do in your life, with or without your family. It's hard. It hurts. I don't talk to my family that much. It doesn't mean that I love them any less. It just means that a handful of interactions with certain family members have never led to me feeling confident in what I want to do, because they think that I should be doing something different. That's cool. Whose life is it? Is it mine? Or is it theirs? So why, like, if it's not their life, why does it matter? They want you to stay there because whatever it is that you bring to the table within your comfort zone, they benefit somehow. And like I said, it might not be intentional. Usually it's not intentional, like at all. But it doesn't change the fact that it sucks. There's been so many generations where, you know, we've been given this blueprint about what we need to do. Like, no, when you grow up, you need to make sure you go to college. You need to make sure you've got your life sorted out. My G, I did not know what the fuck I wanted to do with my life until I was 30. 30. Haven't spent a day in college, uni, whatever you want to call it. Have not done one course. And here I am as the COO of the Sneaker Laundry. Because 5 to 6 years ago, I told myself that I wanted to do this. It wasn't even that I told myself that I wanted to do this. I told myself that I am going to do this. And that is where your power lies. In your voice. If you assume the role of whatever it is that you want to be, no one in your life can tell you otherwise. They can't tell you that you're not that. And if they try to tell you that you're not that, distance yourself. Take a step back. Take a step back and go further into the person that you want to be, so when you do come back, you prove them wrong. They see it. And no matter what, whether or not they act like it, I promise you, they're going to remember the exact moment where they completely underestimated you. And at that point, if you have already been working in that assumption that you are that person, it's going to be a little bit harder for them to gain access to you. Because you proved them wrong. You showed them that I am this person, and the last interaction we had, I remember very clearly that you were telling me that I would never get here. So now that I'm all the way up here, and you're like, floor, like, we're not on the same level anymore. And it's not personal. It's not vindictive. It's just that when you said that I wasn't going to make something of myself, I felt differently. And I went for it. So yeah, like I said, this video is going to be a little bit short, but I really want you to get to the end of it asking yourself, who is it that you listen to the most? If it's not yourself first, you need to change it to yourself first. And then after that, if it's not people that uplift you, if it's not someone that encourages you to step out of your comfort zone, or if it's not someone that at the very least offers you their support if you step out of your comfort zone and fail, then you need a whole new circle. You really do. Because you're in your comfort zone, you're also in the comfort zone of like 4 or 5 other people, and if you guys have been doing the exact same thing for 5 years, yeah. Long story short, if you've been spending time, let's just say the last 5 years with the same group of people, and you've been doing the exact same thing every single week, you actually do not have 5 years of memories with these people at all. What you have is one memory that has spanned across 5 entire years where you have nothing to show for it. So you really need to ask yourself, do you want to actually do something? Or are you comfortable doing nothing? Are you comfortable just complaining about how things don't work out for you? It's very easy to fall into victim mode when everyone else around you blames the world around them for all their problems. What you need in your life is people that are going to look you dead in the eyes and tell you when you're being an idiot. You need people that are going to look at you and tell you, nah, stop thinking like that. Stop putting yourself down. You're more than capable. Because me sitting here looking into this camera, I'm not going to look at the viewfinder dead in the face. You watching this video, you're fucking capable of anything that you want. And I'm not going to ever accept anyone saying otherwise. Because quite literally, the only thing that stops you from being what you want to be is you. Your own thoughts. So if I can walk away from this video and go back over here and start pouring cereal again and end up teaching you one thing, it's just really assess your circle. If that circle includes family members that have degraded you your whole life, they'll always be your family. And it's okay to distance yourself. I promise you. Just make sure that the people that you replace them with treat you with the respect that you know you deserve. Make sure that they have your back through thick and thin, and make sure that you know that when you leave a room that they're in, that the energy that they had for you remains. Make sure that they have your back when your back is nowhere to be seen. That's some of the best advice that I can give you in this video. I've got to go back over and put some Captain Crunch into a bowl for people who have never tried it before, and I'm not complaining. It's actually awesome. I just ducked out to do this video real quick, and yeah, I'm gonna go. So long story short, assess your circle. Really ask yourself, are the people around me actually out here for my greater good, or are they out here benefiting off of what my comfort zone provides them? That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I will catch you in the next one.
Focus on yourself, can make money's like a different height. Oh, you heard my music, now she found out about my other life. If I would've flopped, then I know there would be another try. I swear that I'm too old for me to go regret shit.